close to you. Trapped in your web, I should have stayed in bed, 'cause you don't know you got me. I've looked from every angle, it's getting hard to handle, but don't you say you're sorry, 'cause I like the way you treat me, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you do it, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you. No matter how I try, I'll never say goodbye. I know it's not a crime. Oh, gotta let you know, 'cause I can't let you go. No more wasting time. I'm trapped in your web, I should've stayed in bed, 'cause you don't know you got me. Look from every angle, it's getting hard to handle, but don't you say you're sorry, 'cause I like the way you do it, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you do it, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you. Hold my hand, how you understand every part of me. You make it clear to see when it's just you and me, baby. I like the way you do it, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you do it, baby. Let's be honest about it, there's a way around it. I like the way you do it.
All right, I am back and we are live. I'm Teddy and you are listening to Night Talk. That was Let's Be Honest. Let's be honest. Shout out to the mob. All my other bears, I call the Grizzlies, on this Thursday night. I'm going to be here maybe, I don't know, it's 9:34 now. We'll see how it goes if I'm here for an hour or not. Yes, Baby Juju, good evening to you, along with Vicky Black. Baby Juju says, please be respectful in the chat and mindful of the words that you use. Also, you can email me right now at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. I thought, all right, I can come on and just have open chat, do a little catching up because I haven't watched any videos. No, really, I haven't. But I seen a few of you that come up in my feed, and I might click on. Yeah, but I just really haven't watched. Now I did watch a little bit of Kimmy's video, but I didn't watch its entirety. Yeah. Tonight, President Obama and Vice President Kamala Harris, because we can say President Obama, were together at a rally in Atlanta, along with a star-studded group of celebrities, Tyler Perry, Spike Lee, Bruce Springsteen. Who else was there? But again, it was more a rally, get out to vote, what we would be facing if Trump were to win, how important it is to get out others, just knock on doors, do whatever you can to get out the vote. You watched it. Latoya says, yes, I watched it, Teddy. Obama and Kamala Harris did a wonderful job. Yeah, she was that's right. Samuel L. Jackson. I failed to mention him as well. Yeah. And she had a lot of energy. She did. She appeared to be well rested to me anyway, and excited. But we are in the home stretch now. It's like, tomorrow will be 10 days. It's really getting close. How many of you are going to vote early? Here in Michigan, we can vote as early as this Saturday. Yeah, a couple of days. Yes. If you are voting early, make sure to check to find out where your location is, because here, where I normally would do voting, I understand it's been changed. Yeah. And a lot of people, they're making some changes. Yeah. So, what's going on? Let me read a few of your comments. And I have read emails today, I've answered them, along with a lot of other things that I've had to get done. I don't know if you've seen some of the other kind of news that's out there, but there are some stories out there. Maybe we'll get to one or two of them at some point. I know, just want to chit chat. We can do that. Joanne is joining us along with Gia Papaya. Hey, ladies, how are you tonight? Who else? We are live right now just on Instagram, Facebook, and tonight here. I decided I don't want to go live on X tonight. I kind of reserve that more for politics, but sometimes I do. But I thought just open chit chat. We'll just keep it with those three tonight. Oh, Joanne said I've already voted absentee. I put it in the mailbox yesterday. Okay, well that's great. Who's got you blocked? I'm looking. Gia says, I'll try to be mindful. I was also attempting to find another old black and white movie. So to play, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll play it sometime this weekend. I don't know. There's a lot that might be out there. These are movies that are in the public domain. So if you know of one that you'd like to watch, just let me know. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Also, if you have a music choice or, requests, you can send it to me or you can put it in the chat. Station head. So I haven't tried it out, but I did get a different audio cable. So what I'm trying to do is get the sound of my videos so I can play them, good audio through to Station Head. Now, Station Head only allows like their music, which would be Spotify or Apple Music to play. So I don't want to play music. No, I mean, I don't need to. I can play anything um, that you could probably request. But I do want to play some of the audio from videos. Like I said, my video receipts, I'd like to play many of them. Okay. So, yeah. I saw this like response immediately after. I didn't look at it immediately following my video this morning, but it did occur shortly after my video this morning. More fraud. So let me just say this. I didn't create anything. I read directly from the Copyright Claim Board and the most, recent update to that case, which happened on the 23rd. And the case is not closed, it's open. So I really don't get it. Yeah. There was nothing it wasn't contrived, it wasn't made up. And for me, I think I said the purpose, but if I didn't make it clear, it underscores again controversy and alleged copyright fraud against the same individual that I've had to deal with for copyright fraud, in the same way that many others have dealt with copyright fraud or fraudulent, filing of, these forms, legal forms. So I don't know why that comes as a surprise. Yeah, I'm not creating receipts. You saw it. So I don't know why she's all been out of shape, but that's what she's always been out of shape. Anytime someone highlights something about her, which is really the hypocrisy, it just speaks volumes, because that's all they do, and publish a number of things and um, put up various documents about everyone else. But if someone, speaks about them, I mean, she can't not take her own medicine. It's just impossible. Yeah. So I don't expect her to tell the truth. I don't. And she says I'm not telling the truth. So I show receipts. Is that, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah. But if I go from receipts, well, that's what it is. Let's see. Right here at the bottom, Baby Juju says, I've been peeps out of shape from time to time. Yeah. Cheryl Lay has come in, says, hello, along with, who's wearing a MAGA hat? Joanne says, Shirley, I saw you in the crowd at the Trump rally wearing a MAGA hat. I was stunned. Are you? I know. Is that tongue in cheek? I was, yeah, and Trump, Trump is rallying also. And his new opening, I saw just a little bit of that too. I think people by now, even those who are kind of on the fence, as we get closer and closer, it's really going to come down, I think, to the candidate themselves. I mean, I know people are out there, you know, rallying for others and, making that cry. But I think it's going to come down to that. Who who do you think should be in that seat? Who do you think can run this country? And who do you think is going to bring to the office integrity and really want to help? I mean, really, truly want to help people. And I don't know. I'm saying I don't know, not who I don't think, but I don't think anyone knows until we are going to know. I don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be, again, very, very close. There are people switching over. There are union members. I was watching some being interviewed right here in Michigan. And some are saying, look, it's really going to come down to one person said that he's lost his job manufacturing and the electric cars. He's not, for that. We want to go back to, gasoline. Well, we're there. It's not that we're not. But and he is a long time union member, has voted Democrat, but he said it's coming down for him. He needs to take care of his family, and this is an African American young man, and I'd say like probably 40. Okay, has a family, children. He's trying to put food on the table. They were showing him, he a little bit about him, grocery shopping and doing things and just, paying the bills. It's hard. Yeah. So people are going to look and say for themselves, it's about, how, what is my future going to look like? What is it going to look like for my children? People can't even afford to buy a house. There's not enough houses on the market. There's a shortage. And the interest rates are creeping, back up a little bit more. Again, they had kind of slowed a few months ago or earlier in the year, and now they're starting to inch back up a little bit. So it's not just the $25,000 that is in Vice President Harris's plan for new first-time buyers, home buyers. It's not necessarily the down payment. It is the monthly amount of the mortgage. Because if you look and compare to before, look at 4 years ago before COVID and look at what the average, for a reasonable home. People were paying about $900 per month in their mortgage. Now it is almost double that amount, almost $2,000 for just the mortgage. Yeah. 2,000 just for the mortgage. Now some people pay a lot more than that. I don't know. But I'm just saying an average for, normal. And then look at what people are paying in rent. Rent has skyrocketed. Rent has rent has just gone through the roof because landlords, or those who rent, have property rentals. Now I'm just talking about not just single family home, or duplexes, but large apartments. Well, they know that people cannot afford to purchase homes, a number of them. There's not enough inventory. Plus, people who want to move, their interest rate on their home when they purchased it might be less than 5%. So if they sell their home, even though they could take their equity out, put it in, if they need to flip it, to get a larger home or whatever, the new mortgage is going to be, the interest rate more. So it doesn't really make it that attractive. And that's why people are holding back who would like to be able to move, could maybe afford to, but they rather say, well, the interest rate. Yeah. So in turn, apartments are expensive. Yeah. So these things are real, and I understand why Vice President Harris, part of her plan, the $25,000 for down payment. But after the down payment, what are you going to do? People need, income. They need jobs. They need, the cost of living, the basic things. Food is way up. Inflation up. It is. So now let me read some of your comments again. This is open chat, just catching up. And yeah, just, just talking about some things maybe that are on my mind. Yeah. So what do you think about what you're having to spend where you live? Yeah. I don't care, even if your house is paid for, there's still things. Fuel, your vehicle, insurance, upkeep. It everything. Yeah. I mean, you can easily run that outside of your mortgage, all of your bills, and just try to walk the line. A lot of people who have a family, let's just say a family of 2 children, couple, maybe both are working outside the home, and maybe the children are younger, so maybe one is in daycare. I heard the price of daycare. I just simply cannot. How how can a family afford to pay upwards of $1,500 or $2,000 a month for childcare? Aside from what aside from their other bills, $500 a week. I don't know how they pull it all together. The money to afford that. Yeah, it means that they are really stretched. Yeah, because it's like, well, do you stay at home? Well, or do you go out and you work because you need the money? Yeah, it's crazy. It's hard, not crazy. It's difficult. Okay. Yes, Cheryl says, my heart breaks for young families unable to afford homes. So I did hear the response from some others who say, well, they remember when they were raising their families. They're much older now. And they stayed in apartments and they had to wait a while before they could afford a home. Hmm. But nowadays, it it shouldn't be so out of reach when you think about what people are paying for rent. Now, everyone doesn't want to be a homeowner. There are people that just love to, pay rent. It's, that's it. They don't want to have to think about other things, upkeep, and they want the flexibility to just, get up, move, do whatever. I get that. But as a homeowner, you're building equity. Yeah, real equity. Yeah. So I don't know if that's really I don't want to say explain, but the importance of it. I mean, real important. And how owning a home can, give you some advantages. Yeah. Tax, write-offs and all those kinds of things. Yeah. Anyway. Subscribe to Unwind with Teddy. Run tell that to I Natasha the Machine D for Danielle, which I changed um, the avatar. If you haven't noticed, I changed the avatar for now. I did, and it's okay. Yeah, because Daniel was going after my avatar. Yeah. Okay, so back to this. Yeah. So your heart breaks for young families unable or yeah to afford homes. Yeah, it does. It's a struggle. Let's see. Joanne says they go on strike and get an agreement, yet the product price increases to make up for the employee wages hike. No changes. So isn't one of the ideas behind, getting more pay, what they're out there for the unions, that they're going to put it back into the economy. So therefore, they should be able to afford more of a price increase. I don't know. It's kind of like chasing your tail. So, yeah, I guess I get it. Yeah. Well, that's what they pay the union dues for better wages, for more security, for benefits, all of these things. And without the unions, like President Joe Biden said, unions built. Did he say unions built this country? Or is that just something that I thought I heard him say? Unions built the families and families built the country. It's something like that. You know what? I could look it up. The middle class built this country, and unions built the middle class. That's it. All right. So, President Joe Biden, Wall Street didn't build this country. The middle class built this country, and unions built the middle class. Yes. And I understand why he says that, unions, because it did increase significantly the wages and the benefits so that people could become middle class Americans and afford, family and a certain middle class lifestyle. Yeah. Especially, well, I remember, a time, Ford, GM, Chrysler, and any of the suppliers, because right here in Michigan and being here in the Motor City, people were making a lot of money. And they were working a lot of overtime and building cars and affording great things. Yes. So the middle class, there were times they were pretty happy. Yes, they were. Mhm. At least I remember. And there are some people who work, quote unquote, factory jobs here in Michigan. Auto, they were sometimes making over $100,000 with all their overtime. They sure were. They were working they were working like some 80 hours a week almost. Yeah. Just imagine. They were working everything they could get. They were working and working and working. Then what happened not too long ago? There were tiers in the I'll just say the pay, even in union. Okay. There used to be a time when everybody was, depending on whatever the job was, you were brought in at a certain price, and that's what it was. At least you thought it was. Now you bring it in for even some of the union jobs, the same job. Well, there's a tier for that job until you get up to a certain years or whatever it is. Yeah, for those automotive jobs. But can you imagine? Someone out of high school? Someone out of high school when I was, well, I'll say my parents, they were making pretty good money. Yeah, if they could work it. I'm talking about middle class. So don't get me wrong. I'm talking about middle class. I'm talking about, yes, with all the hours, and yes, it took twice, but the money was coming in. Yep. So, yeah, unions, yeah, necessary. Yeah. Middle class built this country, and unions built the middle class. Do you believe that? I think so. I do. Yes, I get it. All right. Let me read some more of your comments. Love Wins says, "Hello, Miss Teddy and Grizzlies." Well, good evening to you. Love Wins. Hope you're doing okay tonight. That is fact, Ms. Von 50 says, Teddy. Yes. Rent don't make no sense. That's why there's a lot of homeless people. Yes, yes, we could talk about homeless as well. Overcrowding of shelters, especially while we're getting ready to come into the months where it's, well, here it's cold. It gets really cold. And the shelters will begin to fill. They will. Let's see. Joanne says, I'm paying $25 an hour just to breathe air. Wow. Gia says, Teddy, where I live in Canada, a clothes closet is $700 a month. A closet? Now, are you calling a clothes closet like a storage? I know what a clothes closet is, but are you talking about like one of these places where a storage unit? Is that what you're calling a clothes closet? Because you're saying is a month. So I'm not clear on that. Um, maybe it's just something I'm just not familiar with. Really? That seems. Tell me more. Like, what is that in Canada? Let's see. Lovewind says, I pay ridiculous rent. Oh, California, don't even talk about it. And New York, I don't know how people making minimum wage can survive. It costs almost 2K for a one bedroom, and that's not even in a nice neighborhood. No, that's what I'm saying. $2,000 per month for rent, depending on where you are. What is that going to get you? Now, some places it'll get you a decent apartment, 2,000, yeah, on one bedroom. But in California, maybe not so much. Let's see. If they could charge you for air, best believe they would. I got it. Okay, that's a joke. Let's see. Developers might allocate 10% of their units to affordable housing, but the eligibility criteria are often too restrictive for many individuals, correct? So who's really going to make the money? It's going to be the housing developers. It's going to be the contractors. It's going to be the banks. It's going to be different services. Um, because if the idea is to build more affordable housing and to give breaks to landowners or developers to build housing, they're going to make the money. Yes, it's going to help others, yes. But it's also going to help, you know, keep those developers quite wealthy. Yeah. Let's see. Vicky says love wins. They want first month rent deposit at last month rent and last month homeowners insurance. Yeah, first and last plus. Go cars. Don't mention cars. I don't see how someone can afford. I mean, some of these young people. I don't even get it. No, like $1,000 a month for your car note. Again, I don't know. Then you've got insurance, then you've got your rent, then you've got this. There used to be a time when you could put everything under $2,000 a month. Everything. Uh-huh. And have a decent apartment, have a nice car, have insurance, everything. That probably sounds like a stretch, but it's true. I never thought in a million years, really. It just keeps going up. And I don't think that wages have kept up with the cost, yeah, of living. Really? Not really, with inflation. They say it has, but nah, I don't know. Rob Peter to pay Paul every month. Yes. And there are a number of Americans who make the decision every month. I mean, this is, we know, on whether or not to get their medication or whether or not they're going to pay for something else. There's a lot of seniors who split their pills. They're not taking adequate doses of their medication, or they skip, and that is having an effect on their health and outcome. Because if it's prescribed, once a day or whatever, twice a day, whatever their medication is, and they're not following the script, and they come back to the doctor and like, well, I missed this or missed that. And, some medications are just that critical, Like, yeah. But some people are missing medications that they really need and affect their health and could have dire consequences. Yeah. So I know that Vice President Harris also, she's made a number of, great moves with getting the cost of insulin, cutting that down, putting caps on, pharmaceuticals, that certain ones that are necessary. Yeah. Electricity in California, The bill. Oh, yes. Let's talk about that. Energy. Yes. Fuel. All of that. $500 and it's booked every 2 months. Wow. Build. Yes, I understand. Build. Childcare is ridiculous. That's why my daughter's still at home. Mortgage. Homeowners Association. Home insurance. Not to mention taxes. These are things every month when they say, a nut you've got to crack. Every month. And by the way, I heard this. So the worst mayor in America, that Dalton, right? She has skipped out, her and her boyfriend, allegedly. Let me put that story. That's the one. Has not been paying her mortgage to her landlord and has changed the locks. Now, let me pull the story because this is the one I wanted to share. Let's see. Mayor. That's at Tiffany Henyard, landlord of embattled Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, NBC Chicago.
Great content needs a great audience, like Santa Claus needs cookies.
What? No cookies for Santa? No!
With Two Buddy, you get everything you need to.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right now, what I'm thinking about. I want to play audio from this NBC Chicago. This report has to do with the landlord of Dalton home that she leased to embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her boyfriend. She has attempted to serve an eviction notice, all right, Tuesday due to missed rent payments from the couple. I want to play this. I want you to hear what this individual said in her own voice. I want to give commentary on it. But I have a stalker. I have someone that is trying to shut down my channels and looking for an opportunity to go after my news. So I just paused. I just thought about that. Because she's going to pretend like she's somebody from NBC. This is why this person needs to be caught, to be unmasked. All right, so let me see if I can just find this article right now. Let's see. Another way. And Tiffany Henyard can well afford, and Fox News, they're all over this. Let's see. Hang on, guys. So let me just tell you, I'll just mute this the sound. So, Dalton, Illinois, on Tuesday evening, Thornton Township supervisors, let me just make sure I've taken down all comments, okay? This is from ABC 7 Eyewitness News. So on Tuesday evening, Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard sat idly waiting to preside over yet another stunted bi-monthly board meeting. Thank you guys for coming out this evening. We are waiting to see if we have a quorum, said Henyard, who is also the mayor of Dalton. Without enough board members to proceed, to Henyard's great frustration, the meeting ended before it even began. Our job is to come, pay the bills, pass ordinances, and make sure you understand what it is that we have been doing for an entire month. Eventually, we will end up in court because this cannot and will not go on, said Henyard. Henyard's landlord, Janetta Hall, is feeling the same exasperation. I'm just here because I'm at wit's end and I fear that I'm going to go into foreclosure soon if I can't get this matter handled. Hull says Henyard and Kamal Wood, the man with whom she lives with, have not paid the $2,400 per month rent on Dalton's home they lease from her for October or September. In August, she says, they paid just $2,200. I would have told the judge that she owes me $5,000 in behind rent plus whatever the late fees are, said Hall. Hall would have told the judge, but she said neither Henyard nor Wood showed up for a court date on Tuesday. Can you believe that? Court documents show Cook County Sheriff's deputies have tried and failed to serve Henyard and Woods with eviction papers earlier this month, but both at the home and the Dalton Village Hall. And when Hall showed up to the home Saturday for maintenance, she said she was locked out. That's right. The locks and the garage door code had been altered. She says, I'm just bewildered. The same things that she's doing to the trustees, changing the locks on the offices, is the same thing she does to everyone. It's not just them. Hull said this type of behavior has to stop. That's not the way a public servant should be. ABC 7 has reached out to Henyard's attorney for comment, but did not immediately hear back. So, she is being called the worst mayor in America. Also, breaking news, Los Angeles District Attorney recommends resentencing Menendez brothers. I don't know what the latest on that is, but what do you think? Tiffany Henyard. She's putting locks on her landlord's house, on the garage. She's avoiding being served for eviction. She's not, holding these meetings. And people are they're really tired of her, to put it, frank. I mean, they really are. Now, I'm not there in that area in Chicago, so I really don't know all the ins and the outs and what people are having to deal with. But from what I've read and seen, there's a lot of frustration that goes on at those city county meetings. I don't know, Cheryl. What is her story? Why would she do this? She can well afford. Allegedly, she has taken some of the money. Isn't she's under investigation? Yes. Let's see. Yes. Yes, the FBI have been focusing on her. Subpoenas, this was in May. Federal prosecutors charge Henyard's top aides in both the village and township with bankruptcy fraud and for failing to report his. And so there's some of her assistants, allies, a woman who has portrayed herself as the most powerful politician in the South suburb is the focus of a wide-ranging FBI investigation whose focus has grown to include people close to her politically and personally. So, yes. You would think she'd have the money. So I don't know what her full story is. Why she's not paying her rent and with her boyfriend. But she's always, dressed to the nines and, everything has to be in place. Or at least some people say dress to the nines and hair just right, Yeah, okay. And nails and jewelry. She's quite the fashion or fashionista or whatever. It's not so funny to her landlord at all. And it's not making the citizens of that area very happy. They want her out. If she has been found guilty of any of these things, yes, throw her out. Throw them all out. But, they're looking into this. It's not my duty to do. But, yeah. Anything else? Wow. We are right at 59:08. Now it's 10. Right at the hour. When I look up, it's always right at when I look at the clock. It's just like I can feel it. Haven't even checked my email, but yeah, we're good there. Anything else on your mind? I said I'd stay for almost an hour. Well, I made it. It's 10:30, straight up and down. So let me read some of these comments. So yeah, Gia says because she's corrupt and has found a loophole. Yeah. I wonder, where did she come from? I mean, I don't know very much at all about her. Except, the Dalton mayor. How did she? She's been in her office Since 2021, that's when she served, became the mayor. Her name is Tiffany Aisha Henyard. She was born in 1983. Yeah. What is her background? Okay, so how she got her start in government and politics was by working on the then Governor Pat Quinn's Put Illinois to Work initiative. Okay. She received her degree in business administration from Robert Morris University in Illinois. A former trustee and now mayor. It must be that when you get a little taste of power, money, prestige, even if it's a governor or mayor, any of it, any political power, they get bitten, I guess, by that bug, the political bug. I don't know. There's a lot of corruption in politics on both sides. On both sides of the aisle. Yes. It's enough to go around. Cheryl says maybe the boyfriend manages her money. Yeah. I wonder what he does. I don't know his background. I'm sure people have dug into it. I'm sure. Joanne says, that's what's on my mind, baby. Jiu-jitsu. Let's see what's on your mind. Oh, let me go up. Oh, the rumor? So Stella Colby comes in. That would simply be a rumor because I haven't heard about this part, but I haven't been following. Stella says it could have something to do with Kamal not wanting to pay child support. Don't know. Now it makes me curious. Let's see. Is there any truth to that? What is his name? Kamal Woods. Let's see if there's anything out there. There is. From the Illinois, it's called Project. There's a group or answers. So Kamal Woods, who is reportedly the boyfriend of Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, has been involved in some controversy related to a child support case. Woods is a high earning individual with a salary exceeding $100,000, including income from his work at Thornton Township and his involvement with Henyard's nonprofit, the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. However, in a divorce case, his wife has filed a petition for child support, which mentions his reluctance to fully disclose his income, potentially due to connections with Henyard, who has been under investigation for public fraud and financial issues. This situation has brought increased scrutiny to both Woods and Henyard, especially as the foundation itself has faced legal and regulatory challenges. Woods also works in private security for local government and serves as a director of the nonprofit alongside Henyard. Sounds scandalous. Wow. Whew. So maybe there's something in there. There apparently is. Between the two of them and the foundation and his work and this and that, where's the money? You know, the FBI, they're going to follow the money. Yeah. So they will find out. But his ex-wife or his, strange or whatever, is child support. You mean he's not taking care of child support. Wow. All right. Now again, rumors, but I'm reading from an article. Okay, what is this? Boyfriend now that's alleged, has a drug or gambling problem? I don't know. Question. All comments, thank you, baby Juju, and opinions of the chat are allegedly. He's still legally married, stating he has no money. He's filed bankruptcy too. Yes, he's trying to hide the money. His income. That's what that's about. I wonder if he's passing it along to someone else. Oh boy. So he's legally married and he's with Tiffany. That's a really good look, isn't it, for her? Yeah. No. Stella just called it. A boyfriend's a major loser. Okay, so here we are. We're going to jump all over the boyfriend. Stella says he has $100K job given by her. Now, for some reason, when I read that, who do you think I thought about giving someone a job? Boyfriend. Can we say a judge? Can you spell Georgia? Can you say funny? And say Nathan. I don't know, but Funny Willis says there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, she was single. Yeah. But Nathan Wade was paid and hired funny. Yeah. I know she's a Democrat. And yes, she is trying to prosecute Donald Trump. But see, the problem is with that is there it's stalled. And Trump might get into office, and that's going to make Fani even, well, ooh, true story. And now I could really get into something. Yeah. Was Nathan Wade interviewed lately? Nathaniel, what is that? Nathaniel, Nathaniel. Okay. Is that what you're calling him now? Okay. I wonder what he's doing. Beside some interviews. Is he back doing? Uh, not 2 days ago. He's having amnesia. What is he forgetting? Something I don't know. Wow, it's not a good look. I haven't been keeping up with this. The New York Post ousted Trump prosecutor Nathan Wade had to go to RICO school before leading racketeering case against Express. What was that all about? Okay, so I guess they had to learn, about the different laws, RICO and all of that. Okay, what else is going on with Nathan Wade? 2 days ago, Nathan Wade's lawfare amnesia. When asked about meetings with Democratic prosecutors and politicians during a House Judiciary Committee deposition, Wade failed to recall the details. Oh. Anybody remember that look? There he is. Okay. It's late. It's 10:44. No, wait a minute. I couldn't help but to laugh. Cheryl said he never tried a RICO case. Okay. You see how we got there? We went from Tiffany Henyard's Kamal Woods, and we skipped right on over to Nathan Wade. Oh, let's put up listen carefully. Why is it always after the hour? Maybe it just, I don't know. Yeah. So this is just kind of catching up, hanging out the bear cave, and just chit-chatting about just stuff. So back to Cheryl, because you made me laugh. He never tried a RICO case. Never, ever. Did he? Allegedly. Was that supposed to be on his bio? Not Latoya saying, and I rebuke Trump getting into office in Jesus' name. Nathan is Rico's suave. Can we say Rico Suave? Yeah, chilling in the bear cave. That's what we're doing on a Thursday. Yeah, just catching up. Uh, not sure what these mofos are messy. Wow, she has a 5-year-old daughter. hmm Stella comes through with the tea. Yeah, yes, we have to go back to Stella. Stella brought the tea, and yeah, made it kind of interesting. Yes, very. He's probably a cross dresser. Which one? Kamal or Nathan, which one are we talking about? Now, you know that would just be, that's just a rumor. I don't know. Great commentary. Good night, Teddy, Mob, and Rip Runners. Thank you for helping me close this out. Remember that record, Teddy, Rico Suave? No. Uh, okay. Latoya, you're so adorable. Yes. Okay. So the mob is having a good time. All right. We're going to wrap this up. It's 10:47. Let me check my email. Let's see. Uh, okay. Okay. If you are writing emails, I will respond here. Yeah. Maybe I won't take up any more of the broadcast. Yes. But I appreciate the emails that are coming in during the broadcast. Yes. All right. Joanne says, I do the music. No, that's Love Win. Says Joanne, I do the music video. Made me laugh. Okay. Great live, good company, no trolls. That's right. We're not talking about trolls tonight. Thanks to everyone for supporting Teddy. We appreciate you. And email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. That will do it for me. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out and keep your bear phones on. Check the community wall. That's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
Found myself inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why? Triggered inside this situation, wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel it. What is left? I've been thinking about us and the things you say. How you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to Now all the nights seem so overrated. What was it worth? I can take back, I can stop feeling. How about you? I've been thinking about us and the things you said. How you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me fight the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me fight the pavement. A little conversation. I just wanna lay here inside of your arms. Maybe we could jump back to the start. And you never would talk to me then if we never met, babe. If we never met.